Hello everybody, welcome back to more Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. In the last episode, we beat Part 1 Endgame. We defeated the Dawn Brigade defeated Gerard, and Daein has now been restored. Well, I can't say restored to his former glory, but we now have a new king in that place instead of Ashnard. So taking our attention off of Daein, we'll be going to Crimea, where things are apparently in turmoil under Queen Elincia's rule. Part 2 of Countries and Kings.
Daein has been reborn. Word of King Peleus's coronation reaches neighboring Crimea within days. Crimea itself has spent the past 3 years rebuilding from the damage it suffered during the Mad King's War. News that Ashnard's son now sits on Daein's throne sends waves of unease and worry rippling across the land. Alas, this is not the only thing disturbing the people of Crimea during this time. There is an ever-widening gap emerging between Crimea's noble class and the nation's young ruler, Queen Elincia. Crimea lost its king during the Daein invasion, and Elincia is still an inexperienced ruler. What's more, her very existence was a secret from the public, and so she came unexpectedly to her succession. Many of Crimea's noble houses raised their voices in protest against her rule. Elincia's desire for a long-lasting peace has driven her to strengthen Crimea's ties with the Laguz nation of Gallia, and to renounce Crimea's claim to rule over a defeated Daein. Her political moderation is seen as a sign of weakness among her critics. Ike, the young hero who led Crimea to victory in the Mad King's War, was granted a peerage for his heroism and bravery. The elevation of a common mercenary to the nobility, however, widened the rift between the aristocracy and the queen yet further. Perhaps to avoid becoming mired in these power struggles, Ike renounced his peerage and took his leave of the court. Yet Ike's actions did little to placate the nobility. They continued to criticize the queen's every decision and lay squarely at her feet the blame for all of Crimea's woes.
Prologue on Drifting Clouds. I almost said Chapter 1, but that's not how this game works. So you have acknowledged Peleus as the newly crowned King of Daein. Your Majesty, this is beyond the pale. I have not forgotten a war with Daein. 3 years is not so long as that, but do not forget. If we allow hatred to rule our hearts, we become prisoners of our past. A lasting peace serves both Nathan. Damn it. Bravo, Your Majesty. Well spoken indeed. Your words paint a picture of idealism rarely seen here at court. However, and I beg for your forgiveness, it is quite apparent your grasp of politics remains childishly naive. Abandoning rule over Daein, then reconciling with our most hated enemy? This will not do. The people will soon take their discontent to the streets. What's more, why choose Bastion, the Count of Foray, as your envoy? His skills are vital in the court of Crimea. Oh, jeez, I'm just butchering all of these things. Oh, these guys are dicks. And then they're just taking a shot at Joffrey for no reason. These guys are hella dicks. Queen Elincia! Marcia, how are you today? And what are you doing here? Lucia told me all about those no-good-nick nobles and their chest-beating contests, so I thought you could use some cheering up. You weren't in your chambers or a garden, so I guess you'd be out here. Forgive me, I need some time. Time to think. I'm sorry to trouble you. Not at all. After everything you've done for me, it's the least I could do. It was nice of you to hire me as a royal knight, but hiring my sponge-brained, spine-deprived brother might qualify you for sainthood. Even so, I'm afraid I have caused you a great number of hardships. Huh? Oh, the grief I'm getting from the nobles? It's nothing I can't handle. If you think your country has stuffed shirt windbags for aristocracy, you should see Benion's. When I was at Pegasus Knight there, they had a new shenanigan every week, and after that, the Crimean crybabies are no big deal. No, it's my fault, and I'm sorry. I'm so new at this, even you are affected by my blunders. Sometimes I think maybe I just don't have what it takes to be a queen. That's not true, Queen Elincia. Anyone can strut around in a queen hat and say she's a ruler, but you always put your people first. Look, it's not like you're doing a bad job. It's just everyone's on edge lately with the Daein getting a new king and all. People are worried that Daein will start another war like the one 3 years ago, and they're taking it on you. Just don't let those peacock-wearing nobles bug you. Remember that you don't have to go it alone. You got friends everywhere. Thank you, Marcia. Your kind words have lifted my spirits. That's right, I'm not alone. I must be strong, for the sake of our people, and as the protector of our homeland. There you go, Elincia. Get that confidence back from Path of Radiance. Huh? Queen Elincia, what the heck's going on over there? Hey, how dare you harass us? Begone into the fools, begone, I say! Fear not, my lady, the senile Wilbert will gladly trade his life for your protection. They say nothing is as beautiful as a heron of Serenus, especially a royal princess. You fetch a pretty penny from some lord or other, and our pockets are a little light. What do you say, Captain? Yes, naturally, she should prove to make a fine gift. Seize them, and mind the raven's talons. It's unbelievable. Stand back, you unrepentant dogs. Melucci does not give in easily. Men, silence that calling raven. Who would pay for an old crow like that, anyway? Leave him. Stop right there. Company, how droll. Hey, Bengion Draco Knights, are you lost, or have you been letting those scaly fleabags do your navigating? What are you doing in Crimea's sky? We've merely strayed a bit in our duties patrolling the border. Do you have a problem with that? You and your flying snakes are in violation of Crimea's sovereignty. Or sovereignty, oops. Besides, do you have any idea who you're dealing with here, reptile breath? Marcia, stop. We cannot afford to start antagonizing the Bengion army. I am the Queen of Crimea. But your majesty, we can't just let the wyvern monkeys run rampant. And we're not going to. As long as they don't realize I'm the queen, we should be fine. Bengion Draco Knights, you will only be warned once. Leave this area immediately. I serve the Queen of Crimea. Trespassers on Crimean territory will be dealt with, no exceptions. The queen, she says, the very queen that relied on us, the Bengion Empire, to free her nation. Imperial Draco Knights are not frightened by soldiers so weak as the Crimean Pegasus Knights. Loosen up. Leave those two alone. It's a serious maiden we want. Do not allow her to escape. Looks like we will not talk any sense to them. I suppose we have no choice. Sir Nelucci, we're here to help you. I'll be. It's Her Majesty, Queen Elincia. Fate has smiled upon us. I hate to be a bother, considering it's been so long, but your assistance is most appreciated. Alright, well, as we start this map, first things first, I like this map a lot. Every turn, the clouds move over a few spaces, and they give 15 avoid and 1 defense point. But getting into that, we have 4 new units. We have Queen Elincia. As you can see, her stats are a little high. Why is that? Because she's our first example of a 3rd tier unit. Yes, Elincia is a 3rd tier unit. Meaning she will only gain 19 level ups, but despite this, Elincia is a very good unit. She only comes with a slim sword and a men's staff and a concoction. And here are her stats from imported from Path of Radiance. She's almost got an A in sword already. She comes with the skill Renewal, and her mastery skill is Stun, which does 3 times the normal damage and paralyzes the enemy for 1 turn. Elincia is considered a Pegasus Knight because she shares the weakness to arrows. And there's one more weapon, which I will be getting into much later when we see it, that Elincia and other flying units must absolutely stay away from at all cost. Now we have Marcia. She was also from Path of Radiance. She was one of our top units in Path of Radiance, actually. She's a level 5 Falcon Knight. Marcia, I think Marcia is a good unit. She's fast, it's just her strength growth is a little shaky. But she does take hits very well, because she's fast and her defenses are... Her resistance is very nice, and her defense is okay. Now we have Nelucci. He was not playable in Path of Radiance. He was an NPC. He's a level 22 Raven who comes with a Lagoo Stone. He used that in the cutscene. Neolucci, and I don't really use him that much because there's better Raven units. But he's there. He comes with the skill Wrath, so that's a good thing. And now we have Liane. Liane was also in Path of Radiance as an NPC. This is Rayson and Raphael's sister. What makes her different... Well, she comes with Concoction. So, what makes her different is she can heal units who are right next to her, but only on a horizontal plane or a vertical plane. So she can only help... She can only take out... Or she can only vigor 2 units at once, not 4... like Raphael can, untransformed, or somebody else. Anyway, I'm trying not to spoil things, but I think I'm spoiling them anyway. So let's go ahead and see Elincia's battle animation. She comes with a slim sword, and it's not going to be doing a lot of damage here. We get some nice battle music. Now, about Elincia, she's not going to be gaining any experience here because, unless it's healing, she's not gaining any experience because she's 3rd tier, so you can't really expect too much. That kind of sucks for Marcia here is that all these guys have lances, or axes, and she only has lances, no swords. I could give her that slim sword from Elincia, but I mean... Actually, I never thought to do that before. But she's fine. Doom. I think these guys are only Draco Knights too, not Dragon Masters. Unlike the boss. So you have to survive for 8 turns. Here's the boss. He's a level 9 Dragon Master who dropped the short axe. Unfortunately, we're not going to be going anywhere near him. We just want to focus on taking out these Draco Knights as quickly as possible. These Draco Knights will grab Liane, and if they make it to the edge of the map, it's a game over. If Elincia dies, it's a game over. I think if anybody dies, it's a game over. Liane's not really in danger of dying, but she's in danger of getting caught. So we'll bring Liane up here. Like Raphael, don't put her in combat because she will die pretty much instantly due to how low her stats are. Well, I mean, she can take a magic hit, but a physical hit is a completely different story. It's a 1-page story with 1 word, and that word is dead. Neolucci won't be getting any experience here either, because he's just too good. So, Liane's gonna get grabbed by like 7 people. But that's fine. I like Marcia. Marcia is a really good unit. It's just, she has low strength caps, which is my only issue with her. Okay, this guy's gonna grab Liane. So make sure they don't fly off the map. Otherwise it's a game over. This is also not a very long map, it's only 10 turns. But you'd be surprised if you make a mistake with Liane getting captured. You're in for it, because Neolucci can't kill these guys on his own. Nobody can really kill any of these Draco Knights on their own. He's coming with us with an iron poleaxe. That's the blade version of. It's the one. It's a stronger version of the axe. So, the thing we want to do immediately is kill this guy. Because he did take Liane, his skill and speed are halved. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Release her. The Slim Sword does have a nice design though, I have to admit. Even though it's weak as hell. I think that's the weakest sword. Yes, that's the weakest sword in this game. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention this, but the one thing that makes Elincia a great unit is the fact that she can fly and heal. She's the only unit who can... She's the only flying unit in this game who can heal. So that's one reason I like her a lot. She can traverse gaps, and her magic's high, so she can use physics stats. It's great. Okay, well, these guys are coming after us. I'm gonna fly Marcia over here. You're gonna see why. And these guys aren't gonna move. I'm not gonna advance against the boss yet because we can't take him out. We don't have the power. We don't have the manpower. Here come these guys. That one can grab Leanne if I don't move her, but I'm gonna move her, so it's good. Really, if you're gonna give experience to anyone here, it should be Marcia. Even though it's not much, it's 7. It's gonna pay off, I guess. I mean, it's there. Oh, my Luci's about to untransform. That's not good. Oh, here's stun. That's pretty cool. And that's pretty much everything I wanted to show, but there's a but here. And we'll be seeing what that butt is in a little bit. It's getting pretty hot. That sounded all types of wrong. I didn't need for it to. Okay, he's coming after Marcia with a hand axe. Yes, and she can't retaliate because I didn't have the javelin equipped. But she dodged it because she's a boss. Ugh, boy, I'm bushed. Hey, partner, you tired? How's that nap sound? You want to rest your wings a bit? Huh? I'm running late. But I'm sleepy. What did you call me? That wasn't very nice. Overgrown lizard. Please tell me that's not what I think it is. Oh, this is perfect. Bengion Draco Knights, just my stinking luck. Alright, and we go over to... This is Har. I'm pretty sure you remember Har, right? Well, we go over and talk to him, and... Hey, look who's here! It's Har! Hello, Marcia. I see you're still flying on that apple-eating hairbag. And you're still half asleep on the reins of that foul-smelling... Oh, crackers, I don't have time for your nonsense. Open that one good eye of yours and take a look around, would ya? Those Bengion Draco Knights have invaded the Crimean skies. You've got to help us save the Lagoos. They're trying to kidnap... Well, come on, Har. Me? Why? I owe the Queen a favor or two, but I'm not one of her soldiers. You cad? Does having fought together in the Mad King's War mean nothing to you? Well, no, but... Look, I've got a delivery to make, and this cargo's really heavy. Sorry, Marcia, maybe next time. Next time? You lizard-loving jerk? Would you really abandon us? What kind of man are you? The kind who lives to sleep another day. Well, good luck to you. See you around. Stop. You have to stay and help. Okay, Har, hear me out. You were an Imperial Draco Knight once. It's your job to fix this. They're your old comrades. You have to keep them in line. Huh? You're not making a lick of sense, girl. Why do I have to make sense? If Jill were in trouble, I bet you'd help her. Please, 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 come on, Har, you have to help us, you have to. Is it really that bad? Yes, they're all a tough bunch and I'm all alone. I don't think I can manage to protect Queen Elincia. Please, say you'll help, if only for the safety of the Queen. Oh, fine. I don't really have time for this, but I guess I could lend a hand. Thank you so much. I take it back all the mean things I was thinking about you earlier. That girl's nothing but trouble. Well, if we're gonna do this, let's get it over with. Up and at 'em, partner. And with that, we get Har, who is one of the best units in this game. But I'm gonna go over him in the next part, so I will see you guys in 1 second.